everyone, and welcome to the Medium Next Door, and my name is Bonnie Page. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We have a great show today. I am actually a New Age teacher, as you see popping up on the screen, and I teach at Mount Wachusett Community College and Monty Tech. And one of the classes I teach is Come On, Get Happy. And it's kind of about come on and get spiritually happy. So there's things that we can do to raise our vibration and things that lower our vibration. So we're going to be talking about that today. And at the end of the half an hour, we're going to show you a clip of me actually doing a reading last night that was held in my Winchendon studio during a group reading. So I hope you enjoy that. So get a piece of paper and a pen if you want to take some notes, because I really hope this show today shows you how to start living a spiritually filled life, full of happiness. So the number one thing that we want to think about when we want to choose to be happy is, what thoughts do we want to let come into our head? You know, we're busy every day, we're working, we're doing what we do, but what thoughts do we let just pop into our head? You know, the ones that are negative, or someone's bugging us a little and, you know, we can hear that thought in our head. We don't want them to live there. Thoughts are energy, okay? And as well as our thoughts can go to other people also. So we want to learn how to control our thoughts. And how do we do that? Well, it's kind of like exercising. You'll get used to it. It will take a little while. But what happens is, when a thought pops into your head, if it's not one that is uplifting, happy, something that is wanting to stay in there and it's going to be uplifting to you, you want to take that thought, and you don't want to judge it. You just want to push it away, and you want to bring in your own thought. You want to replace a negative with a positive. So a long time ago, when I was first taking spiritual classes, a nice reverend medium that was giving me some classes taught me that when a thought comes into my head that's something I don't want to stay there, to say clear, clear, clear. So if you can remember that, clear, 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 and then replace it with a happy thought, okay? Because everything's energy, even our thoughts. You know, there are some things that we can control in life, and then there's other things that we have no control over. So the things that can bring us down is when we're trying to be in control, but we have no control. Like, we're stuck in traffic, or on the way here there was just a detour and I got a little lost. Nothing I can control but my attitude, how I want to control it, right? So sometimes we just have to learn to say, it is what it is, and give it that shrug. And you know, we've all heard the song, let it go, let it go. Well, you know, it really fits. And sometimes we need to just start singing that to ourselves. Let it go, let it go. If there's nothing you can do about it, don't let it sit in your mind or in your heart. Just remember to let it go. So let's talk about today some things that can steal our happiness or lower our vibration. So we're all on this vibration, and of course heaven is on a higher vibration, but there's ways to learn to raise our vibration so we can be closer to spirit, closer to our soul, closer to that truer self. So the number one thing that can steal that happiness and lower that vibration is stress. So if you have a lot of stress going around you, you know, you just need to learn how to deal with that stress in a non-stressful way. But You know, sometimes it's not hanging out with the same people, having a different attitude at work, calming things down. And you can always do that by adding a little meditation into your day too. Say you're at work and it's a stressful situation going on and you need to take 5 minutes. You can go somewhere in the corner of the room, or even the ladies' room or the men's room, and just take 5 minutes for yourself and just calm your mind. So that's just one of the ways that you could deal with stress, is bringing some meditation in. And that also raises your vibration. When we learn to quiet the mind, that's when spirit can come through. That's when all the thoughts and spirit, the angels, can get a message to us, so that we know that we are guided and that we are protected. Your finances, hate to say it, but that can really be a stressful situation, or a situation that lowers our vibration. If we have too many bills and we're sitting on them and we're thinking about it, because remember, thoughts are things. We're thinking, I have to pay this and this and this. That's what you attract back to you. Like attracts like. So get those thoughts away. If you have bills, make a plan when you're going to pay them and try not to think about them, okay? And of course, that wanting to be in control just takes our vibration and lowers it to a new level. The other thing is being out of balance. Some people want to work so much, and I'm a little guilty of that. I can get really involved in work too, but we need to have a balance. So your schedule needs to be filled with a little part of each day scheduled off for yourself, because when we get out of balance, that's when we get frazzled, and I don't know if I'm saying that right, and that just lowers our vibration, okay? And you can do that by scheduling in something for yourself every day, every week, scheduling a vacation. Schedule that special time for you, and you'll start feeling important. Thoughts of fear and worry can just eat at our happiness. So what happens? So fear and worry are kind of over here, where God and the angels are over here. But fear and worry is all from our own ego. I'm not this, I'm not that, I can't do that, what if I do that? Fear-based. And it's all from our own human ego. And our ego is EGO, edging God out. So try not to listen to over here, and try to listen to all the beautiful heaven and God and Jesus and the angels that says you're everything that you need to be at this time. And we just need to not judge what we're hearing over here. Just believe if it's uplifting, then it's meant for you. If it's trying to bring you down, it's just our own human ego. We have to know who we're listening to. Okay? Don't let a fear of failure get in your way. You know, if we never try to do something new, we never get to where we're going, right? Toxins can deplete us of happiness. You know, the things we're eating, the things we're drinking, our outside environment. Are you getting enough sunshine? Are you walking every day on Mother Earth and letting her and the sun replenish you? So think about what you're doing, and inviting happiness to come along with you on that walk, or being out in the sunshine. Or some people just need a day at the ocean, right? And it revitalizes them. So, and then there's always those relationships that, you know, not everyone is meant to be in our life forever. Some people are meant to be there for a short time, and then, I mean, others are meant to go the whole route with us, but some are not. So if you have a friend that's draining your energy, you've probably heard of the energy vampire that's just draining your energy. Maybe you don't want to hang out with her or him as much. Sometimes you need a new friend that's like versus like. So try to surround yourself with people that complement you and not bring you down. Wow, that's a whole list of the things that can lower our vibration. And now I'd like to get to the happy part and talk about the things that can raise our vibration. And this is the happiest part here. So things that can make you happy. Living a life full of gratitude. You know, we have what we have. Some people have less, some people have more. We have to learn to be happy with what we have. And that's what I taught my son as a little boy growing up. He'd say, come home from school and say, this person has a brand new pair of sneakers. And I'd be like, you know, honey, you gotta be happy with what you have. Because again, there's always gonna be people with less and people with more. So live a life of gratitude. Be happy with what you have. No matter what it is, find beauty in what you do have and what you do see. And when we start giving gratitude, that starts to flow in our life. We'll see gratitude, we'll see abundance. We'll bring all those happy thoughts, right, to us. And also having faith. You know, when you have faith that there is more than just what you can see here on earth, a higher being that loves you, that's there, it's like living a life full of peace, like a peaceful heart, like you know that you are never alone. So whatever that way for you to feel that faith or that peace, find that and work upon that. And it doesn't hurt to have a sense of humor. So it's really true. Like if you want to pop in a happy movie and you're just kind of laughing with it and you're doing belly laughs, and that's great. That's what you want to do. You want to be happy. Sometimes, you know, we're sitting there at night, especially before we go to bed, and we're watching these stabbing, killing, yucky things on TV that I don't fill my head with before I go to bed at night. And I don't recommend it for anyone. So something happy, something soothing, something that you love to watch is okay. But try to stay with the happy, light-hearted things on television. And that goes for watching the news. I mean, if you watch the news too many times during the day, that's sinking in too. So try to be focused and directed, yet even in hectic times, try to keep that peace. And really, music, right? Who doesn't get happy dancing around and raising that vibration with music? That's a big one for people. And I'm sure they're all listening to you from heaven. Dance around and sing loud. And of course, we mentioned meditation being the #1 thing that it just connects us to spirit. So make a declaration of happiness. Choose to be happy. Choose to be optimistic, kind, loving, generous, forgiving thoughts as you move through life. Let go of burdens and self-doubt or fearing the future. Each moment that you are in, feel the joy of being alive. And that's unconditional happiness. Well, I hope you enjoyed that today. I hope you got a lot of ideas of what can bring down our vibration, but what also can just lift you up to live a really happy life. So next we are going to be showing that clip from a reading that was done in my studio, and I hope you enjoyed that. What it's doing is demystifying mediumship for you and letting you see that there really is so much more than just us being here on earth. So thanks, have a great day, and I'll see you next time, and be a blessing so a blessing can come back to you. Hi everyone, and I'm here with Denise, and we're going to see who's up in heaven waiting to come through for her. So we're just going to do that, close our eyes and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And we're just going to ask your loved ones to gather near. Come close, come close. They are welcome. They are safe. We are safe. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. I have a man coming through, and he's in a uniform, okay, with the hat, and it looks green. Is it a green uniform?
It is.
Because it really looks green, and it's all matching, of course. So he's in the service?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. And would this be your father?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. He has beautiful shoulders, like he's standing just so proud. He came in just like that to stand next to you. And he's like so proud of his service. Okay. And you know what the first thing he's saying?
What?
He's so happy that your son is following somewhat in his footprints. Not exactly, but serving his country. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, what does your son do?
He's in the Coast Guard.
He's in the Coast Guard. So, and your dad was in the Army?
Yes.
Is that why the green in the Army? Okay. He says to tell you you're the apple of his eye.
Oh gosh.
Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Because he's just like, look at her. Look at her. She's just the apple of my eye. Since you were born, he said you were a blessing. He has a sense of humor, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going, she's a little blessing in disguise sometimes. Would you understand that?
Yes.
He says you have your own personality and way of doing things, but he said that's okay. That's what makes you a strong woman, he says, and the woman that he's so proud of you becoming. He said, but I really do miss when you were small. He shows me you as a little girl, and you were just so happy, and your mother must have dressed you in dresses because you have a dress on and you're just twirling. And he said those were the days. Those were the days. He says, but I still see that little girl in her, and she has to know that. I'd like to see her twirling again. So he's wishing more happiness on you. Does that make sense? You need to twirl around a little. And it's funny, it's just coming from Dad, and that's what he's saying. I want my little girl to be twirling again. So he says, don't let the little things in life get you down. They really mean nothing. He said, skip to the big stuff. The big stuff. He goes, she knows what I mean, the big stuff, the things that come from the heart. Don't sweat the small stuff, he says, because she can do that sometimes. He goes, she's a real thinker. He goes, she's really smart, so man, maybe that's why she's thinking all the time. But he's, okay. He's talking about something creative you're working on. Would you understand that? Mm-hmm. Are you putting something together, something creative? He wants you to keep on with that because it feels like it will be good for a lot of people.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you? I'm going to make you a little money, too, because he's going like, little money never hurt, he says, and then take it and have some fun with that.
Well, let's hope it makes money.
Okay. So it's something that you're in the process of doing right now.
Yes.
Okay. And your grandmother, his mother's with him?
Okay.
Did she used to make things with her hands? Because she's helping you.
Yes.
He's like, she thinks she gets all those ideas on her own, but your grandmother's right here, and she's like, hey, I was good at that stuff. She got that from me. You inherited that ability to put things together, right? All right. He wants to send you and your husband. Do you have something planned with your husband?
Yes.
It's kind of sending you off. Would you know what he's saying? Is it a vacation? Is it something to do with your husband?
Yes.
He's not telling me exact. Neither are you, but...
There's two things, actually.
Okay, because he's just giving it a blessing.
Oh,
and
good.
He's saying it's going to turn out good, and it'll be good for your husband. Okay?
Oh, good. Oh, good.
He's just saying your husband's been kind of lackluster a little bit, right? And it's going to just stir up some new stuff in him, and that's going to make you happy too, as we see, right?
It's knee surgery, so this is good.
Oh,
this is
so he's
very
been
good.
like this, and then that's going to put the oomph back in him.
And
Okay.
he wants it before we go on vacation, so that makes perfect sense.
Okay. Is it the right knee?
I don't know. I asked him the other day, and he says the other one's starting to go too.
Oh,
So
okay. Because okay. So
Not sure.
that's good. That's good. Let me see something. I'm just asking. Okay. Do you find coins?
Yes.
Because he's going like this, and he says a penny for your thoughts. So I don't know if that's something he used to say, but I asked him what. So I asked him what he gives you for a sign, and he went like this: a penny for your thoughts. Okay. That's funny. So, does this sound like your dad? Because he's going, peace be with you. But I don't understand. I mean, it's...
That's a Catholic thing, but no.
It's biblical, but that's what he's saying, peace be with you. So now that he's in heaven, he wants it to fit your life. Peace be with you. But he's really saying that. So I just wondered where he... So your dad has that sense of humor, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Because he's like, yeah, well, we learn things up here. But he really is going, peace be with you. And I'm like, why are you saying that? And he goes, just tell her, peace be with her. So that's his kind of closing thought to you. Okay. Do you have a question?
Does he see any expansion of our family? Would he know that even, or no?
Let me see. Okay. Do you want to know?
I want to know.
Is it happening now, or it's going to?
Is
Because
it
they...
going to?
Yeah.
Is it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
They showed me a color. Which,
What?
No, I don't want to give it to you.
Please.
No. No, but they do. They show me a pink or a blue, so I know. But I don't think anyone should know that. So, but when you say it, they show it to me in spirit, so we'll see. Don't you want a surprise?
No.
And your dad's laughing. She's not going to sleep tonight. She's just not going to sleep.
He's right.
I'll tell you privately at a different time. How's that? But I usually don't. I usually don't say those things, but they do. They show me a color.
Okay.
Okay.
Off camera. Yeah, for sure.
He says, "Oh, she's gonna be so busy. She's gonna be happy. Happy being busier with, right? More family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He says, she hasn't had her fill yet, so you're ready for a baby to be in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He says it'll be a blessing. Okay. All right. Good.
It'll be an addition.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank your dad for coming through. Chatting
Thanks,
with us.
Dad.